Welcome to this crazy video, in which I will be using this to make this and two other delicious magical dishes, all of which come out of this book series right here, Harry Potter, and one or two actually come out of Harry Potter and the Order of Phoenix. Today I'm going to be making 3 Wizarding World inspired dishes. However, since I'm a muggle, I'm gonna have to make them without the spells. Molly Weasley had it good. The recipe that I'm making first is my butterbeer. So this is a recipe made by me, as are the other two. So for this, I'm going to use 4 cups of club soda, and that is almost a full liter of soda. That's quite enough. Now for that, for every 2 cups, I use half a cup of syrup. I used to use a cup for every 2 cups, but I realized, good grief, that is sweet, and you know, I don't enjoy sweet things as much anymore, so we're going to tone that down quite a lot to make this a little bit more of a good dish. And fun fact, butterbeer is actually a real drink that was in a Housewives magazine in 1588. Yes, they had Housewives magazines that early. So the original butterbeer and the butterbeer in Harry Potter does have beer in it, or liquor of sorts. However, none of that for me. So when you add your caramel or butterscotch or whatever flavor you've got going on, you will get a color quite similar to this, which is a nice kind of honey golden color, which is about what you want. And what you're going to want to do is, I'm actually just going to use club soda for this and add a little bit of caramel later, is I'm actually going to be making butterbeer pancakes next. So I'm going to add 3/4 of a cup of club soda, and just a little bit of this caramel flavoring, and then whiskey. Then I have got this Pioneer buttermilk pancake and waffle complete mix, and all you need to do is add 3/4 cup of water. However, I added 3/4 cup butterbeer to make it butterbeer pancakes. So just going to stir that with my fine little whisk here. And actually, I do need to take this and stick it in the refrigerator, just mixing this together here. And if you feel it necessary, you can add a little bit of water to your pancake batter, a little bit of butter, break it in half. This butter has been sitting for a little while, and I'm going to go ahead and turn the burner on to about 5 medium. So I'm going to continue stirring this, and I'm going to smell it. And it smells like pancakes, but with club soda, which is exactly what they are. So, you know, not much surprise there. Now, the next thing that we're making is going to be this brownie brittle mix, which it's not actually brownie mix. This shall become Fizzing Whizbees with the help of just a little bit of magic and some blue crystal sprinkles, because it should be pixie wings. Fizzing Whizbees in the Wizarding World, if you read the book about wizarding animals, you'll actually find that Fizzing Whizbees are made out of pixie wings. Fantastical creatures and where to find them. And so, if you don't know what pixies are, they are the thing that Gilderoy Lockhart let loose in the data classroom in second year, in Harry Potter's second year, aka Chamber of Secrets. So I've just dropped a little bit of batter right on top there, and I do have some nice caramelized butter to keep it company. So I guess you can just kind of watch this and maybe we can speed it up until I need to say something again. Most interesting pancakes probably ever had. All right, I've done 3 pancakes. They're kind of crumbly, but hey, underneath, there's a good one right there. Have a picture of that one. And I've already poured my butterbeer, and I'm getting ready to make the whipped foam on top of that. So I'm going to take about a half a cup of half and half, popping that in there, and then I am going to add a fourth, well, just a little bit under a fourth of this caramel syrup into this bad boy, which is not actually a frother by purpose, but it works. Taking the coffee press and pressing it down on the cream, well, half and half, multiple times. And I'm actually making another pancake while I do this. And now that I've got that, I can just pop that right there.
Just sitting on top.
Yep. That's the whole purpose. And then we do have a little bit of extra so that I can pour it to show you what it would actually look like in a clear glass. I'm just going to drop a little bit of my golden butterbeer. And you do want to actually fill that butterbeer up almost all the way, and then fill it to the top brim with that. So that one is a little bit blurry because it does get a lot more half and halfy once you finish using it for the first time. So that one is pretty blurry. However, since I'm going to wait and use this one in the taste testing, this is perfect for a little bit of sipping on the go. Tastes like Harry Potter. Well, actually, it doesn't taste like Harry Potter, but it tastes like magic. Kind of my fault, but the middle one's okay, I guess. Maybe. Putting my half a stick of butter into the microwave for 30 seconds. And I'm gonna go ahead and get my brittle mix, which, it's not actually brittle mix. We're taking this and we are mixing it in with this, and you're going to start with a spoon and then move to your hands, apparently. Fun. So this is the Betty Crocker brownie brittle mix. It is ready in 3 steps. Now it doesn't say it's 3 easy steps, it just says 3 steps. So this could be interesting. Now, to give this a Wizarding World sort of flair, you know I have to add some blue for the fact that this is made out of pixie wings, at least in the Wizarding World. So, in celebration, I'm adding a little bit of blue in, and then there will be a little bit of blue when it's finished. Ooh, that feels nice. We mix with our hands. So, in the hand, it feels a lot like a brownie. It really does. Look at that. I didn't actually add anything to it, so there's no reason for this to go wrong in cooking, unless adding sprinkles is a crime, which I don't think it is. Press brownie brittle into 11 by 12 inch sheet on ungreased cookie sheet. Learned that trick from my grandmother. And then this, you just want to press out pretty thinly because, again, this isn't actual brownies. This is brownie brittle, which means that it's a lot thinner, a lot harder, and it's typically the kind of thing that you would throw away if you were making actual brownies. But when you get a nice brittle texture when making this, it's literally what you want. And it doesn't have to be perfect. You're gonna cut it up into little buzzing whizbees in a little while when it finishes being cooked anyway. So it's really not that big of a deal. Some more blue crystals. Hey, I didn't say you could get in there. For effect. So here's what it looks like. Popping that in. So bake 10 to 13 minutes or until edges are firm, and then cool it. And it needs to be at, hang on, 375 or 350 for 10 minutes. And I'm gonna go wash my hands because, ooh, yeesh. Definitely not mess free. Time to try the first two things we made. Try the butterbeer before it goes flat. I actually love butterbeer, and I make it occasionally. It's like cream soda, if you've ever had cream soda, but a little bit sweeter.
Even with your half-sweet recipe?
Yeah, it tastes magical. And then the pancakes are that, but with pancakes, which, best pancakes I think I've ever had, because A, they don't need syrup, because I actually poured a little bit of butterbeer over the top of these. Because they were quite hard after being cooked. The pancakes are good, however, they are hard to make. I know how to make pancakes, but these just fell apart. However, it tastes good, and the other one that I could have made would have been chocolate chip pumpkin pancakes. So, if any of y'all tried that, leave a comment down below. And while you're down there, go ahead and like and subscribe to the video. Who wants to buy stuff when you can make stuff? Welcome to the meat market, where we bang up brownie brittle. So, our first crack. Look at that. And here is a Fizzing Whizbee. That was delicious. You got the chocolate. It basically tastes like a brownie, but you got that little bit of pixie wing inside and then most of it on the outside.
Does it fly?
Mm-mm. It's brittle, but it's not so brittle that it cracks your teeth. It's kind of like an intentional 2-day-old brownie.
So would you make these recipes again?
Oh yeah.
All of them?
I'm gonna write them down below. Harry Potter and the Order of Phoenix is when some of these recipes occur. I would recommend going and reading the book for a little bit of context on how the wizards typically eat their sweets. Make sure to make time for tea and a good book.